The loss of a loved one is devastating. As part of the grieving process, we have so many unanswered questions, and we long to speak with the deceased loved one once more. In our grief, often we experience things that cannot be explained by rational minds. The supernatural or paranormal experiences that we may encounter are interpreted by others as coincidence, but they feel differently to us. We are hopeful that the loved one is reaching out to us. The existence of the human spirit after death has religious implications. Whether you believe in the afterlife or not, sometimes there is no explanation for experiences that we have that seem to be connected to our deceased loved one. 7 telling signs a deceased loved one is reaching out to you. 1. Dreams. Having dreams of your loved one is natural since you have many memories of them. If you are able to recall your dreams upon waking, jot down the details that you can remember in a notebook. What meaning can you gather from the details of the dream? Is there a message that your loved one is trying to send you when you are unconscious? After death, communication can also be experienced as an out-of-body experience, whether you are asleep, awake, or meditating. These may seem very vivid, and your loved one may seem to glow with light. Sometimes this is like lucid dreaming, when you are aware that you are dreaming and can control what happens in the dream. 2. Random thoughts. When your thoughts suddenly shift from one subject to your loved one, that can be a sign that they are reaching out. The fact that your thoughts are about your loved one is significant. Embrace the thought as you would your loved one and relive the memory of them. It is natural to experience emotions along with the thoughts. 3. Unusual occurrences. When something moves on its own when no one was near it, this seemingly unexplained movement could be attributed to your deceased loved one. If you place the object back again and it again moves without explanation, you may be more certain of it. Lights flickering, the phone ringing, or animals behaving strangely can all be signs that your loved one is communicating in whatever way they can. Your loved one is making their presence known by getting your attention. 4. Physical reminders. An object that reminds you of a uniquely special moment between you and your loved one is revealed to you. For example, you see a black feather lying across your path as you walk down the sidewalk, which reminds you of the time that you and your deceased loved one both watched The Crow in your pajamas on Halloween. This type of specific physical object which holds meaning for you could be easily interpreted by anyone else as a coincidence. The fact that it happened to you and it brought to mind your loved one means that they are reaching out to you. Otherwise, it would have reminded you of how you always liked The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. 5. Sensations. Physical sensations on your body, such as tingling, the hairs on your skin rising up, or feeling a breeze when there was none, can all be signs of a departed loved one contacting you, or you may smell a familiar scent that reminds you of your loved one. 6. Hallucinations. Seeing things that aren't there can be scary, since we usually associate this with mental illness. If you have had a vision of something that no one else saw, it is possible that it is the presence of your loved one trying to connect with you. Rather than feeling fear, take a moment to close your eyes and remember what you saw. Then pay attention to your body and any physical sensations. Are there any scents, sounds, or sensations of touch that you feel that also remind you of your loved one? Open your eyes again and speak their name aloud while focusing again on all of your senses. Sometimes people report hearing a voice when no one was there. Again, this could be a sign to you. Did you recognize the voice? Try to respond aloud and see if your loved one can speak with you. 7. Coincidences. An increase in connections that seem to happen by chance is a sign that your loved one is reassuring you that they are looking out for you. This synchronicity in your life could be brought about by your loved one acting on your behalf. It is natural to feel fear when we experience signs from the spirit of a deceased loved one. Your loved one will continue to love you even beyond death, so respond with love in mind rather than fear. Keep an open mind and remember that this isn't the ghost of an unknown person. This is your friend or relative reaching out to you. Although many people have claimed to communicate with the dead, most remain skeptical. There are psychics or mediums, also called channelers, that you can contact if you wish to try to reach out to your loved one, but beware of scam artists who will only tell you what you want to hear.